So for today's project, we're looking at assignment 3.8. You're going to start off with a brand new Pro Tools session. You can hit create new. You're going to name it assignment 3.8. And then, your name, 44.1, 32-bit float. Oops, I think it's under this one. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's fine. And then once that's in, you're going to go ahead and create several new tracks. Today's goal is to create 5 instrument tracks using various different sounds. So first we're going to start off by hitting Command-Shift-N, and we need at least 5 stereo instrument tracks. And we can name them once we get them in and we decide what they are. We could, pick from a number of different options here. But let's just say, we wanted, one of those tracks to be kick, and the next one, we want to be clap. I'm just toggling through these, and then synth 1 and synth 2. I'm using command and the arrow down in order to toggle through those after I get in them. Continue to hit Command S and save as you go. You're going to record 2 16-bar sections and then clean up those sections. And so, again, we're going to need a click track. If we go to track, create click track, we'll have our click track set up. We want to go to the mix window and turn that click track down a little bit so it's not super hot. Then we want to make sure we set a tempo, or you can just keep BPM equals 120. That's fine. If you're going to set your tempo, double click that arrow there, and then you're going to hit Command T, or I'm sorry, just the letter T on the BPM, or you can try different BPM options. You could always try like BPM equals 110, hit OK. And then go to the mix window and make sure you load your virtual instruments. So let's just say I bring in vacuum. I'm going to bring a couple of these in. You could bring a mini grand. I'm going to bring those in. Those should be routed just fine. I'm going to start with the first one. So we're going to build 2 16-bar sections is the first thing we really have to do. And we're going to clean it up using the Midi Editor. Now remember, some of your tools are, you can use quantizing. You can use copy-paste. You can actually go into the Midi Editor and chop it all up, delete it all. You can even go to the Midi Editor and write it. So if you don't want to have to actually record this in real time, you could go into the Midi Editor and write your 16 bars. I'm going to keep track of my bars and beats up top so I know what I'm doing, and let's go and give it a pass. We'll hit Command and Spacebar. Okay, now, and technically, sorry, you don't really have to record 16 bars, you just have to have 16 bars. So, like, my first section here is a 4-bar section. If I want to hit Command and the letter D to duplicate, I can get that. If I duplicate my 4-bar 4 times, we'll get to my first 16-bar phrase. You can see it at the top if I highlight it. There's my first 16-bar phrase. With my synth 2, I'm going to go and do my next 16 bars from there. I might start just a little bit before so I can hear it. Now, I'm just punching out some notes, but, I really didn't like a few of the notes that I hit. So I'm going to go ahead and go to my Midi Editor by double-clicking on the clip there, and then I can zoom in and work around with these. And so if I'm listening to these notes note by note, let's go. I'm going to use the grabber, take a listen real quick. Well, those weren't very accurately even on the grid. So with my grabber tool here, I can use my marquee select, and I'm literally going to drag everybody back to the grid. I'm going to activate the grid back here. And for now, let's move my grid note to being quarter note grid. And I'm going to make sure everybody's locked in at least to the starting phrases on the grid. Let's take a listen. Okay, well, that's okay. It's not great. But now what I can do is I can start maneuvering my notes if I want different notes. You know, I can also go in and do my quantizing. So I can go to event, quantize. If I want to quantize all of these to their nearest eighth note and just apply, great, everybody's on the grid. Now I can do some copying and pasting if I want to copy. Maybe I like that first phrase and I want it at this section here. You know, you're basically going to build your arrangement. And what you want is you want to build your arrangement in a way where all of your tracks are being used. So if we have different tracks here, 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 and here, all of our tracks are being used. Everybody has something on their track. And then once we're done, you're going to highlight it, the whole section, and go to File, Bounce Mix. You'll bounce it, Assignment 3.8, your name, as an MP3. And just remember, you bounce it. You have to go find your bounce folder once it's done. And it should exist wherever you saved your session. So my session was saved on the desktop. So if I go open up my desktop, I should see desktop stuff. This is the 120 example session. Oh, not that one. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not even in this one. It's in this one. Example sessions 3.8. And now if I go into my bounce file, I see it in my bounce file. There it is. You know, oh, whoops. And so I did mess that up because I don't know that we've highlighted this in any other way. Make sure you mute your click so we don't have to hear that in your final bounce. And then you're just going to hit bounce mix, bounce it again, make sure that you get that one to the right folder in the right place, and that's the one that you send. And you audition it, you know, make sure to audition it. And you should hear it, and then you can load it to the MLP, and you're all set.